welcome back. This is Vidushi and I am as always back with another video of mine. And this video is a little different because today I'm going to talk about how to plan your own international trip. Because the thing is कि जब बचपन में we travel with our parents, with our families, तो हम कुछ प्लान नहीं करते हैं, we just go by what our parents plan या what our travel agents plan, and हम touristy things करते हैं, हम garden में घूमते हैं, हम waterfalls देखते हैं and museums होते हैं वो घूमते हैं. But as and when you start growing, as and when you start getting financially independent, आप खुद से बाहर जाने लगते हो. You start making your own plans with your friends or even solo trips and things like that. So that is the time when you actually think, sit and analyze कि आपको traveling में क्या करना पसंद है. Do you really like all these touristy things जो हमारे parents करते हैं, या फिर you want to do something else, you just want to go there, chill and have a nice time, या फिर you want to go and explore a lot of things like छोटी छोटी गलियाँ या छोटी छोटी cafes. So आपको धीरे धीरे ये बात पता चलती है जब आप खुद independent होने लगते हो, and that's when you actually start planning your own trips. And I think that is one of the most fun things to do. Like obviously when you go on a trip, that is the best thing ever, but then the whole process of planning the trip also gives you that little sense of achievement, in terms of कि okay, you made it happen on your own. आपने start से लेके end तक पूरा execute किया. And so I thought why not make a video on how to plan your own international trips, and I'm sure these tips would be really helpful for you guys if you're planning an international trip for the first time on your own. And I think without further ado, let's start with the video. Alright, so the first and the most important step is that you should have your passport in place. Yes guys, अगर आपके पास passport नहीं है, then you need to make sure that it's issued. And if you guys already have a passport, then make sure that it is not expired and it is renewed. And you also have to make sure that you renew it 6 months before traveling to any country, because there's this rule called the 6 months rule, which basically means कि कुछ countries में they make sure कि अगर आप वो country में travel कर रहे हो, then आपका जो passport है वो at least travel date के 6 महीने बाद तक valid रहे, right? And ये कुछ ही countries में applicable here. I would list the name of the countries down below in the description box and you can have a look. और कुछ countries में ये 6 months rule valid नहीं है. But I would suggest that you anyway keep a buffer of 6 months just to avoid any complications. And अगर आपको passport online issue करवाना है या online renew करवाना है, then it's very simple. I did it recently. You just need to log into passportseva.gov.in and वहाँ पे जाके you just fill out your information and schedule an appointment at your nearest passport office. And it's that simple. You just need to go there and आपका passport issue या renew हो जाएगा. So make sure you do that. Now the next most important step is to choose your destination. So where do you exactly want to go? Now the problem that arises is कि हमें जाना हो सकता है अंटार्कटिका, हमें जाना हो सकता है आइसलैंड, मतलब कोई लिमिट नहीं है इमेजिन करने की एंड विश करने की, राइट? But what sets the limit is the budget that we have, and obviously the number of days that we can spare for a particular country. So according to me, ये जो 3 चीजें हैं, budget, number of days and the destination, are actually a complete loop and a complete cycle and completely interrelated. तो सबसे पहले you need to have a budget in mind. मेरा इतना budget है, मैं इतना spare कर सकता हूँ, and उसमें I can go to these many countries. But वहाँ पे सिर्फ return tickets नहीं लेने हैं. We also need to think about the stay and the food and everything, and also the currency difference and things like that. So we need to decide कि हम वहाँ कितने दिन रहेंगे and हम कितने दिन spare कर सकते हैं. तो depending on all of these things, you would decide your destination, you would decide the number of days that you're gonna spend at that particular destination, and of course आपका budget उसी हिसाब से decide होता है. So ये सारी चीजें clear करने के लिए it is very important that you do a thorough research. Read, watch and gather all the information and then plan where you want to go, how much you want to spend, and for how many days you want to go. Alright guys, so the next important step that you have to keep in mind is कि when to go to a particular destination. आपने destination तो choose कर लिया, budget भी हो गया, सब हो गया, दिन भी choose कर लिए कि मैं इतने दिन के लिए जाऊँगा. But it is also very important to choose the right time to visit a particular place. Now, it depends on the place that you've chosen to go to. It could be, say for example, if you want to go to Japan and if you really want to see cherry blossoms, then of course you need to plan it, you know, during a certain time of the year. So it also depends कि आपकी priority क्या है. अगर आपको off season में जाना है, you want to spend less, जो हमने किया था ग्रीस के टाइम पे, तो आप वो कर सकते हो. अगेन यू नीड टू रिसर्च, यू नीड टू गूगल एंड यू नीड टू सी के यू नो विच इज़ द ऑफ सीजन एंड एक्चुअली विच इज़ द बेस्ट टाइम टू विजिट अ पर्टिकुलर कंट्री. सो वो सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको ऑनलाइन मिल जाएगी. ऑलराइट, नाउ मूविंग ऑन टू द पार्ट विच आई पर्सनली फाइंड very boring but is very important, which is applying for your visa. Yes guys, ये इतना एक्सटेंसिव प्रोसेस है और इतना इम्पॉर्टेंट प्रोसेस है कि इस पे अलग से एक पूरा वीडियो बन सकता है जो मैं ट्राई करूँगी बनाने का, बिकॉज यू नो आई पर्सनली जैसे वीज़ा एप्लीकेशन का नाम आता है, आई जस्ट गेट लाइक ओ गॉड, अब ये कौन करेगा. But I'll try and make a video on that for people like me who just run away from the thought of even you know, applying for visa and getting all the documents together and things like that. But yes, मैं आपको अभी फिलहाल काफ़ी ऊपर से एक्सप्लेन करती हूँ. So basically all over the world there are countries जहाँ पे you don't need visa and आप बिना वीज़ा के जा सकते हो just with your tickets. Then there are some countries जहाँ पे you need visa on arrival, so that again is not a problem. You just, you know, have your passport, you get your tickets sorted. वहाँ जैसे ही आप लैंड करोगे at the airport, you get your visa on arrival, right? So that also is not a problem. Now there are some countries जहाँ पे you need to apply for visa before traveling, and also you need to get that visa before traveling to a particular country. एंड वीज़ा में भी अलग अलग टाइप के वीज़ाज होते हैं. जैसे व्हेन यू आर ट्रैवलिंग टू ग्रीस, वी हैड अप्लाइड फॉर शेंगन वीज़ा. देन इफ यू आर ट्रैवलिंग टू सम अदर कंट्री और सम अदर कॉन्टिनेंट, यू नीड टू काइंड ऑफ अप्लाई फॉर डिफरेंट वीज़ा. सो ऑल ऑफ दैट आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट डिटेल्स, एंड मैं कोशिश करूंगी जितना हो सके डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में डालने का. आई एम एक्चुअली गोना लिस्ट डाउन द नेम्स ऑफ ऑल द मेन कंट्रीज और वहाँ पे कौन से टाइप के वीज़ाज लगते हैं. Also the name of countries जहाँ पे visa on arrival होता है. So yes, I mean again you need to have you know, proper information about how to apply for a visa is, and I would suggest that always talk to somebody who has applied for that visa, because वो आपको अच्छे से बता पाएगा कि क्या क्या documents लगते हैं and क्या क्या चीज़ें रेडी होनी चाहिए before applying for a visa as well. So try that and it really helps. So yeah. Now comes the booking part guys. So सबसे पहले comes flight booking. तो उसके लिए मुझे ज़्यादा बताने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. I'm sure a lot of you know that there are different sites जहाँ पे आप जाके prices compare कर सकते हो, flight के prices देख सकते हो, and finally अपने tickets book कर सकते हो. But what I would suggest is कि whenever you're booking a flight ticket, make sure that you always do it in incognito mode. क्योंकि क्या होता है कि अगर you know, obviously when you are actually planning a trip and when you're trying to book a flight or planning to book a flight, you open you know, these websites a lot. What these people do is कि वो आपके cookies ले लेते हैं and then you know, they know that okay, you're searching for flights and you're planning to go. तो वो फिर धीरे धीरे you know, every time you visit the website again, price of the flight increases. So you don't want that to happen. So make sure that whenever you're booking, it's always in incognito mode. Also do your research on the airlines, because you don't want to have a bad experience while traveling. And if you want to save money, और अगर आपको बहुत ज़्यादा popular airline या expensive airline से travel नहीं करना है, then you need to do a thorough research on that particular airline. You need to read the, you know, reviews of people who have actually traveled with that particular airline, और वो कितना luggage allow करते हैं, and meals का क्या system है, and things like that. So वो सब आपको पहले से पता होना चाहिए, ताकि बाद में वहाँ फ्लाइट में जाके you know, you don't get a surprise कि वो बोल रहे हैं कि भाई आप तो ये luggage इतना ले ही नहीं जा सकते, or you have to pay more for this luggage. So you don't want, you know, those scenes to happen. Now, when it comes to the stay, I would suggest कि if you're going with your friends, then you don't need to spend a lot of money on, good hotels or really popular and expensive hotels, because I'm sure आपका agenda यही होगा कि आप जाओगे, you would just spend the night over there, and obviously you would be exploring the city or you would be exploring the place. So आप बहुत कम time spend करोगे अपने होटल या जहाँ पर भी आप रुके हो. So if you're going with your friends and if your priority is to explore the place and go out, well, then make sure that you go for an Airbnb or stay in a hostel, because that will be very very cheap and that will really bring your budget down. And trust me, आप बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें कर सकोगे जो आप अदरवाइज नहीं कर पाते. बट इफ यू गोइंग विद योर फैमिली, देन आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड आपको थोड़ा you need to make sure that you're staying at a nice place and everything. Try booking a nice 3-star sort of a hotel, which wherein your family is comfortable and you're comfortable, and make sure that the hotel or your Airbnb or the villa or whatever, the hostel, wherever you're staying, is right in the city or maybe very near to the metro station. Now, talking about the transport, again, agar aap family के साथ जा रहे हो, I understand you must be having your parents with you and they cannot really walk so much, so you can take cabs and things like that. But I would still advise you guys to take the buses, to take the public transport, the metros over there, because they're very very convenient and they're not as crowded as your Bombay local train or Delhi metros. So you'll have a great experience and they are super convenient. So always make sure that you choose a public transport, because वो आपके पैसे भी बहुत बचाएगा. And you could also try and walk a lot, because that way you can explore the place, you can explore the city, and of course पैसे तो बचते ही हैं. So walking is actually the best option, but only when you're going alone or with your friends. But अगर आप अपने parents के साथ जा रहे हो, then I can understand you can take cabs and autos तो होते नहीं हैं, but yeah, cabs. ठीक है, now let's talk about planning your itinerary. So this is very subjective and this totally depends on the mood and the intention with which you are planning to visit a particular country. You could either plan a chill holiday wherein you just want to go and chill, have a nice time, or you could also plan something which is super adventurous. You want to try out adventurous sports and you want to visit a lot of places and do trekking, hiking and all of these things. So totally depends on what your intention is. But जो भी आपका intention है या जिस भी type का आपका vacation है, it is very very important to plan your itinerary. Again, for that you need to do your research, and also if you are planning to cover 3-4 countries in one go, then उसके लिए भी you need to understand कि कितने दिन कहाँ spend करने चाहिए और कहाँ पे क्या अच्छा है, कहाँ पे क्या special है. So all of these things you need to know before you're planning your itinerary. So again, I would suggest that have your Google Sheets handy and plan it day wise कि day 1 पे I'll go here and this is how much I'm planning to spend, this is what I'm going to do on my day 2, day 3, day 4, etc etc. This would actually give you a holistic picture of how your holiday is going to look like and how much you're actually going to spend on your holiday with each and every small detail, right? And the most important thing is also to keep some buffer in your budgets, so that अगर कुछ problem हो जाए वहाँ पे तो you have enough money and enough cash. Alright, now हमारी booking हो चुकी है, हमें visa मिल चुका है, हमें dates पता चल गई हैं, हमें दिन पता चल गए हैं. अब बारी आती है पैकिंग की. Yes guys, so packing is also very important when it comes to international traveling, because of course आप बाहर जा रहे हो, आपको यहाँ वहाँ घूमना पड़ेगा, so you'll have to carry your luggage around. Also, if you're traveling to different places within a particular country, then you don't know कि locally उनका luggage restrictions क्या हैं and कितना luggage आप ले जा सकते हो and things like that. So do that research as well. and also keep your luggage as light as possible. Now, before ending the video, I would also give you some general tips that you need to keep in mind when you're traveling to a foreign country. सबसे पहले तो you need to make sure that जहाँ भी आप जा रहे हो वहाँ की local language क्या है, and you need to kind of at least learn the basic words. The other thing is to get an international SIM card. So again, make sure that if you're going with your family or with your friends, then at least 2 to 3 people should have the data and calling facilities, because अगर एक खो गया या एक कहीं चला गया, then you need to be able to contact each other, and hence minimum 2 SIM cards तो होने ही चाहिए with data and calling facilities. So that is very very important. And get your travel insurance sorted. अगर आप किसी foreign country जा रहे हो, then make sure you have it in place, because it is very very important. आपको कुछ अमाउंट स्पेंड करना पड़ता है, आई थिंक अराउंड 1500 और समथिंग, एंड इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द काइंड ऑफ इंश्योरेंस दैट यू आर टेकिंग. बट इट बेसिकली मीन्स कि अगर आपका लगेज खो जाए या कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो जाए, देन यू आर इंश्योर्ड, एंड एकदम से बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं हो जाएगी. ऑल्सो अदर बोरिंग बट वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट इज द करेंसी एंड मैनेजिंग योर कैश एंड द मनी. सो आप किसी भी कंट्री जा रहे हो, यू नीड टू फिगर आउट सबसे पहले कि वहाँ की करेंसी क्या है, करेंसी डिफरेंस क्या है, एंड ऑल्सो यू नीड टू फिगर आउट कि आप कैश ले जाओगे या कार्ड ले जाओगे. एंड आई वुड सजेस्ट दैट you should have both cash and a temporary international debit card with you, because क्या होता है कि वहाँ पे छोटी छोटी शॉप्स हो गई या छोटी छोटी कैफेज हो गई, वो लोग बहुत बार कार्ड नहीं लेते. सो यू नीड some cash with you for emergencies and for places like these. So and of course you need to divide your money. आप सारा पैसा जो लेके जा रहे हो वो एक साथ एक जगह पे नहीं रख सकते. So of course some money is in your debit card, some money would be with you in cash, and उसमें भी you keep some cash in one bag and थोड़ा cash in the other bag, because if God forbid एक bag चला गया, so you have some cash with you still and you're not completely broke. से पराए देश में मैं कहाँ आ गई हूँ, मैं क्या करूँ वाली फीलिंग नहीं आनी चाहिए. You need to be well prepared. So yes, make sure that you organize your money and your cash and your cards properly, and you have everything planned beforehand. And guys, the last and the most important point is snacks, because for people like me who are vegetarians और जो बहुत choosy हैं when it comes to food that they eat, then make sure that अगर आप foreign country जा रहे हैं and if you don't like to experiment with a lot of different cuisines and food and dishes, then make sure that आप अपने snacks, थेपले, जो भी हैं वो आप लेके जा रहे हो, so that अगर आप कभी भी भूख लगे, you can just munch on these things and you can just feel full. मैं यही करती हूँ, although my friends hate me for that. But yeah. Yes guys, that's all from me for today. I know ये video बहुत लंबा हो गया, but I just hope that these tips and tricks will help you whenever you're planning your next international trip on your own. So yes, I had a great time discussing all of this with you guys again, and yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. I'll be back next week with another video. Till then, you guys take care and bye. Also, please like the video if you've actually liked the video, and please subscribe to my channel, and bye.